Hey everyone, North Central here. Thanks for tuning in. Well, it's been several weeks since my last video, and in that I showed you the Burpee magazine and some of the plants that I was going to be growing this year in my little garden. I've got my tomatoes and my peppers. I've got them already planted in the seed trays that I'm going to be using, and the actual seed trays that I used this year are these here. They're a Seed Starter 18 pot. Made by Lawn and Garden. I found these, I believe, at Home Depot for about $5 a piece or something like that. Anyways, I got several of them, and you can see how large the pots themselves are. These planters, compared to this is one that comes with the extra large self-watering planter from Burpee, and you can see the difference here in the pots. This being one here and this being one here. So quite a large difference. Sorry for the mess that's on my table. I've been, seeding and have dirt and stuff down here, but I haven't really had a chance to clean up yet. But this is what I've got everything planted in. That over here out the way. That over here out the way. The soil that I used, just like last year, I used the Jiffy Natural and Organic Seed Starting Mix. In this, let's see here if I can find what's in it real quick. Well, pretty much it's just sphagnum peat moss and some vermiculite or perlite. There's no real nutrients of any kind or anything like that in it. So what I did was I took this right here I got from Burpee several years ago when I was buying my self-watering seed planters. This stuff right here came free with it. It is called Organic Biotone Starter Plant Food. And it's got a whole list of different stuff that it's got in it. I'm not going to go through that. Basically, it is organic fertilizer for seed starting. So, one bag of this, a half of container of this, mixed it all up, got water in it and everything. Put it in my containers, right? My planter containers. And then set them over on the table on heating mats, let them heat up for a few hours, and then put my seeds and stuff in it. And let's bring the camera over here where my seeds are underneath the lights, and we'll show you what's going on there. Alright, so for my first tray, what I have here planted in the front is a jalapeno pepper. It is the Jalapeno Early from Burpee, an organic heirloom, and you can see some of the seeds have started to come up. I planted these about a week and a half or so ago. Some of them here in the front, this is the front row over here, you get off the screen, you can't really see. They haven't come up yet. They're just starting to come through the ground yet. They're all bent over, but they're going to be coming up here within the next day or two. Here in the back, I have a bell pepper, as you can read on the nice little cut-off signs that I did. That is a Emerald Giant. And again, an organic heirloom. All of my peppers this year are organic heirlooms. I wanted to do the heirloom so I could go ahead and save the seeds and stuff. And I'm going to be selling most of these. I'm going to have 2 or 3 of the jalapenos and the bell peppers in the garden. And the rest I'm going to try and sell in a garage sale or yard sale. Community-wide yard sale that we have every year around the middle of May. So try and sell the rest of those. Let's move over here to the right. Right here I have the peperoncini or pepperasani or pepperoncini or whatever Italian pepper. Now on the package it calls it a Italian. In the book it called it a Greek, so I don't really know what the deal is there, what kind of a misprint, which one it is or whatever, but go by what the package says. And I know I butchered the name of it, but that's okay. You get the general idea. It's kind of like a mild wax or something like that. But again, I'm going to have 2 of these in my garden, and then the rest of them I'm going to try and sell in the community yard sale that I have. Here in the back, I've just planted yesterday these. Let me take the cover off. This is a Brandywine pink tomato. Okay, again, it's a Burpee And this one is actually an heirloom as well. I'm doing 3 different types of tomatoes. I wanted one of them to be an heirloom. I'm going to have 2 of these in my garden, or 2 of these, I'm sorry, in my garden, so I can go ahead and collect the seeds at the end of the season. And depending on what I think of the tomato, I may or may not be growing these again next year. But anyways, I can at least grab the seeds and throw them in the freezer with the rest of my seeds and stuff that I have for long-term storage there. So this is the Brandywine Pink. Of course, none of them are up. They've still got several days of germination before they're going to come up. But let's go ahead and move back over here to the right again, to this side, and see the other 2 tomatoes. Alright, so this is the other 2 tomatoes that I'm growing. Let me take the cover off here. Over here. Here in the front is a Super Steak hybrid tomato. Again, a Burpee tomato. This is going to be about a 1 to 2 pound tomato, whereas the Brandywine is only about a 12 to 14 ounce. Okay, this is a 1 to 2 pound. This is the Super Steak, so it's a hybrid. So I won't be collecting the seeds, and I won't be having these actually in my garden. I'm going to try and sell all these at the community yard sale. But here in the back is the new tomato by Burpee from this year. This is the Gladiator tomato. Again, it is a hybrid. It's about an 8 to 10 ounce Rama tomato, more or less. And this is what I'm going to be growing in my garden. I'm going to have 4 of these in the garden. The rest I'm going to be trying to sell in the yard sale, of course. So 4 of the Gladiators, 2 of the Brandywines, 2 of the Peperoncini, the 3 of the Jalapeno Earlies, and 3 of the Bell Pepper. Now, I know that these tomatoes haven't come up yet, and when they do come up, I'll go ahead and show you the starters of them as they come up. And then about every week or 2, I'll give you a nice little update for the next couple months until they go into the ground. And when I go to put them in the ground, I will go ahead and show you how I go ahead and dig my hole and put them in, because I like to have my tomatoes deep. I dig about a 12-inch hole because the root system of a tomato can go down almost 12 inches. So I like to plant them deep. They seem to do really, really well. And about every couple weeks, I'll give you a nice little update of how things are going down here. But that's the peppers, that's the tomatoes. Well, that's pretty much in a nutshell. 3 tomatoes, 3 peppers. They're all planted. The peppers are already coming up because I planted them about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. The tomatoes I just planted the other day, or yesterday or the other day, whichever one. Days are kind of blurring together here. So everything's planted. I'm just waiting for it to come up. They're all on the heat mats. I got them down in planters. When all of the plants are up, I will go ahead and move them out of inside the trays, and I will put them in the self-watering to get the water and stuff flowing. In case you're wondering what those big markers were that I wrote the names of everything else on, this is one of those 2 foot long, or 2 inch wide rather, veneer blinds or Venetia blinds or whatever you want to call them. This is one of the big ones, okay? And I just take a pair of clips or big scissors and cut them and write on them and stick them right down in there. I have a video or that I did earlier if you want to go back and find it and watch it. But great little trick to do if you decide that you want new ones, or this one's, a couple of these are broke and you just buy a new one or whatever. Don't throw the whole thing away. Save all the different little independent blinds, and you can make markers for your garden. So I hope that helped. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you you saw the plants and stuff. I hope you stay tuned. Next video will be out in a week or 2 or so. And till then, this is North Central. Thanks for watching.